Hey everybody, welcome back. If you don't know, my name is Amber Campbell. I am an author and a freelance editor, and welcome back to my monthly editing income series for other editors and curious authors. Really quick, as I mentioned, I'm an author. I write petty, heart-wrenching poetry for the modern woman, and this month, my fourth poetry collection, The Woman I Hold Dear, released on March 28th. If you're interested, I've got all the links below. You can grab it in ebook, paperback, library apps, everywhere basically. So I started this series back in January of this year. I have been freelance editing since 2022. So these videos break down the monthly income I earned, the projects I worked on, and just in terms of genres, honestly. I think that's it, actually, just projects, number, and genres. So, quick breakdown of my services. I do offer 4 of them. I offer beta reading, copy editing, query letter assistance, and manuscript evaluations. I only work with young adult and middle grade manuscripts, so if you write those, come hit me up. You can do it in the comments, send me an email. My email's on my page somewhere here on YouTube. I think it's the About section. I do read pretty much any genre except for horror and most science fiction. I'm just burned out on it. But if you have like a George Orwell style dystopian, that I will probably be interested in. So, for the month of March, I completed 8 editorial projects. So they kind of overlapped a little bit, but I performed 7 beta reads. 4 were young adult, and they were 2 contemporary coming of ages, 1 urban gothic fantasy, which I laugh there because the author and I were going back and forth a little bit, try to sort out exactly which genre he is, and 1 historical thriller. I had 2 adults, which I do not normally work on. However, I will take them on depending on their subject matter and if the author is comfortable knowing that I don't specialize in that. But I did have 2 adult thrillers. 1 was a short story, and then I had 1 middle grade, and it was a historical mystery. I love that I'm seeing a lot more historicals and a lot more mystery thrillers, because that is what I absolutely love right now. And then, I know I said I had 8 jobs, but I had 2 query letter synopses assistance projects. I still am figuring out how to word that exactly. But 1 synopsis was alongside 1 of the beta reads. So I have a lot of authors who come to me, and the synopsis is the hardest part. Honestly, I think it's harder than the query letter, because you're not trying to write a blurb to entice a reader. You're writing the entire summary, like beginning, middle, end, for a literary agent, and most of them want it on 1 page. Depending on your word count, they'll let you go on to 2 pages, but they want to see that you can concisely explain your story. And a lot of the times take out pretty much all the subplot, pretty much every character. Some of them only want to have like 3 characters mentioned in the entire synopsis. Others don't mind if you have like 5, 6, or 7. Completely dependent on the literary agent you are querying. So I did offer a query letter just assistance in and of itself. And then, as I mentioned, the synopsis went with 1 of those beta reads. So the beta reads and the query letters are my lowest priced services. And so even with a month full of, like, just those, I had 8 of them, my income looks a lot different than it did last month, despite the fact that I had fewer client projects last month. But I had 1 copy edit, but I got paid for that copy edit in February, and I had a copy edit from January that I got paid on in February. So that was a huge chunk there. If you missed the video, it's linked down below. I was about to point. How long has it been since the description was on the side of the YouTube video? That is how long I've been on this platform. Not uploading. I completely enlisted all of my old videos from like 2009 and 10 because nobody needs to see those. But the part that most people are excited for is going to be the income. I'm also going to go into the Marches of previous years. So, March of 2025, I earned $640 from freelance editing. In March of last year, I earned $1,019. And in March 2023, I earned $380. I know I said I started in 2022, but I started in October. So most of these videos are just going to have 3 months to look at. And honestly, this is the first month where the numbers have not just steadily risen, but also 4 figures is kind of my happy spot, considering I don't just do copy edits. If I only offered copy editing and I had 2 copy edit clients a month, I'd easily be hitting $1,500 to $2,000 a month, no problem. But that also would not be sustainable because I don't get 2 copy edit projects a month guaranteed at all. I usually get like 3 to 4 a year, just because I do advertise my services over on Fiverr, and there are a lot of people who go there for their beta reads and then they step off because there's a lot of editors on Fiverr who are not equipped to actually handle a fiction manuscript. And so the few that do find me, full transparency, it's because they've worked with me on beta reads or query letters or something else, and they just like how I actually view manuscripts, and they come back for copy edits. So, but yeah, my goal, like I said, is just to hit that 4 figures a month from the editing, and then we're going to work on the books. For those curious, I know that I was going to talk about the books at the end of each video, but I kind of want to talk about the first quarter of 2025 in book sales and marketing, and I believe it's this week's video on Friday. I know I'm uploading like more than one long form video in a week, and I've never done this, so if you're at this point in the video and you're still watching, put like a little clappy emoji for me. I would appreciate it because I am very, very good with my YouTube right now. And now I've completely lost my train of thought, but that's okay because we're pretty much at the end anyway. I'll probably edit this and realize, oh my gosh, Amber, you forgot to say this, but it's fine, it's fine. But go ahead, let me know down below, you know, if you offer freelance services, which ones you offer, which genres you specialize in. I'm trying to think of different questions because I know if you're watching this series, the questions are going to get repetitive. So if you have questions for me, then I will also pose them back to you guys for the comment section. But thank you so much for joining me. It was a very, not a slow month, but a lower income month. But I can already say that April has already surpassed what we earned in March. So it's definitely hit or miss, but we are on track for my 4 figures a month goal for 2025. And as I mentioned at the start, if you would like to get my new book, The Woman I Hold Dear, all those links will be down below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Let's go. I got big dreams, I'ma do big things. Yeah, you see me on the big screen looking so clean. I don't move slow, I move fast, right past anybody taking life for granted. Yeah, that's too bad. I'd be grateful for everything that I have. You only got